Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Potty. Today I'm here to talk and discuss with you all about my issues with Gears 5 currently. Some of my most pressing issues that I feel need to be addressed are the shot delays. I feel like the game hardly ever lets you shoot or capitalize on opportunities where you should be able to get multi kills, just due to the simple fact that they want to give everyone this weird chance, quote unquote chance. But to me, I feel it's handicapping players to know what they're doing. It's unfair, and people who have good reaction times and all that other stuff. It's just really unfair to put like a trigger stop on their gun. It's just so weird. I understand, by design a gun could have an intended fire rate. I get that, but Gears historically was not slowed down in the sense that it is now, where we just can't shoot our guns. My second issue is the netcode, screen difference, and connectivity. I jumble all these things together because I feel like they all factor into one another and affect each other in various damn, just woke up, in various ways that do tend to just have all type of inconsistent effects that just vary. They just vary. You shoot a guy point blank, you don't do any damage to him, but a guy barely, walks into the gib range and somehow you're one shot or you're gibbed. It's just things like that that don't make sense. Or the kill cam. I know by now most of us should know that we shouldn't trust the kill cam, but regardless, why is the kill cam showing anything that we can't trust? Why have the kill cam at all if what we're seeing isn't representative of what's happened? I'm tired of seeing myself get killed by a guy who's looking all the way over there somewhere, and I predicted this, and you see me go all the way over there somewhere. So the guy's aiming that way, I move this way, and he's basically shooting at a wall over there, and I'm on my way to China on this side, and somehow I still die. That happens way too often. Getting hurt when the game is showing you that they're not hitting you, it's very aggravating, very frustrating, and shit like that should not be in the game. Sorry for my language. Um, One little thing I want to touch on before this gets too long. I'm gonna try to leave it under 3 minutes. Sorry, Livo, and thanks again for having me, man. One more thing that really truly bothers me, and it still has something to do with the net code and connectivity, is when your ping in this game is above like 20, or like I want to say the sweet spot is 30, the game doesn't feel the same. So it's literally like if your ping's above a certain number, your experience is totally different than those who are under that number. And that does make total sense, but it doesn't make sense that almost 90% of my lobbies, I'm playing from Las Vegas, in the US, it doesn't make sense that 90% of my lobbies is either with foreigners or with pings that are always 50. My ping's always 50. I pay for gigabit. I got Cox. I did everything I could. I've had them send out texts to just make sure my connection is as top tier as possible. And I'm still getting these 50, 50, 50 every match. That's got to be explained. That's got to be broken down. And Coalition, stop adding features to the game that you don't discuss. I'll never forget how you guys patched out like a health buff or like some type of, damage mitigation that was given to players who were on cover. Shit like that needs to be announced and broken down so that players can fully understand the game. We'll never get a full grasp on the game because there's so many secret little mechanics like that that we don't even get told about. I still sometimes feel like that is probably patched back into the game because there's still times where I shoot a guy on cover and I'm point blanking him from behind or whatever the case may be. The guy doesn't die, he reacts and kills me. If I were able to shoot more than once in quick succession, I wouldn't have a trouble. I wouldn't have as much trouble killing the guy. But because the game stops you from, oh man, I missed my shot, let me shoot another one, you're fucked every time. You're fucked every time. Imagine getting into a 2v1. You're shooting two guys, bro. You can't even really defend yourself because the game itself isn't designed to allow you to defend yourself. Anytime you're in a situation where it's you versus a team and you're not getting help, you're at a disadvantage just because the game won't allow you to shoot your gun. People don't notice that because they don't slide or wall bounce. I saw Razor Edge post something like that. I understand that and I get that fully. But man, I'm gonna have to say this, bro, and I hate to say it, that's you. You don't wall bounce. Most people who've played Gears since Gears 3 or 2 are wall bouncing. If you're not wall bouncing, it's probably because you jumped in at 4 or 5 and you see that it doesn't work. You see that when you slide, you get killed anyway. So you probably just learned to stop a long time ago. But people who've been playing since Gears 2 and 3, they know that bouncing was the thing you wanted to do. In fact, rolling was probably the one thing you never wanted to do, really, except for like those really tight situations where obviously you needed to roll. Sometimes rolling fluke on a fluke helps more than just an intentional roll. So honestly, I think rolls should be more viable. Games like Rogue Company and other games where you can roll, the roll serves as more of a dodge. The animation, the speed, the timing of it reacts to your button pressed down and at a speed where your character jerks and you can actually move out the way of something. In this game, it's so slow. The startup is so slow. The actual slide speed is so slow. Even when you're rolling, it's so slow that no matter what you do, people just stop and then shoot where you're gonna go. Oh, you're rolling? Okay, I'm just gonna wait for you to come out that roll. Bam! Like, that's annoying. It's not fun. I miss seeing a guy in a mid-roll and trying to Superman him. Like, having the time to trigger up and, bam, I got you, Superman. Like, guy trying to Superman up a hill, bam, now your body's flying into the fucking stratosphere. I miss that. All right, Livo, sorry, bro. It's almost 7 minutes now. Forgive me, bro. You gave me this opportunity to talk, and I just couldn't help myself but to start rambling. Something I tend to do, seeing my nature. Thanks again, man. Shout out to everybody playing Gears still. It's a frustrating experience. Let's try to have the most fun we can. Let's try to keep the toxicity down to a minimum and just provide as much constructive feedback to the coalition as possible. Free my man Z, free my man Paul. Yeah, man, support these creators, bro. They're actually out here doing God's work. Well, the Gears God's work, because we don't have many people out there truly analyzing the game and providing what I would call real content, trying to better the game. You guys out there watching these skin videos and all these other things, it's truly disappointing, and it's truly disappointing that even when I jump to other communities, I see people with these type of voices who truly are passionate about the game get muted just because of yes man and fans who are just super ignorant and okay with putting up with bullcrap. Oh man, here we are at 7:30. All right, thanks guys.